Hello and welcome to Nerdarchy. For nerds by nerds, I'm Nerdicus Dave. Tonight I'm joined by all these fine nerds for Zoo Mafia RPG. I will be your zookeeper tonight. And of course we have Nerdator Doug and Nerdarcus Ted and myself from Nerdarchy, and Robin Miller and Stephen Partridge, authors, staff writers, and they do so much more. You can find links to them down in the comments below. But with that, let's kind of dive into it, and as we go, we can see who's playing what. And so we're starting off with you guys. It's during the day. It is during zoo hours, and what's going on is. Let's see. Who wants to go first? Which enclosure should we start at?
I'll go first.
All right. So we're in the aviary, with Oliver and Oliver. One of the handlers that you're familiar with. They usually bring you your food and or drag you to the vet or whatever, or when you're forced to do one of those infernal shows to entertain the masses. This is one of the people that grabs you, and you can see their shiny name tag as they lean in with those big leather gauntlets to grasp at Oliver, or can they just put out their arm and will Oliver jump on?
It's usually easier on me if I just float down and sit on the glove.
All right. So as you're sitting on the glove, and you can see Calvin, you can see your reflection in Calvin's spectacles as he's making cooing noises at you, and basically talking to you as if you were a small child or baby. What do people see in his spectacles?
Just a very unamused looking owl. I lean forward and pinch the bridge of his glasses a couple times, which of course he probably thinks is adorable, but it's me being very irritated.
And with that, you're then ushered into an animal carrier. I'm going to just go around kind of the way I see you guys appearing on my screen. Tommy Toolman, the animal handlers the zookeepers don't come into your enclosure that often, and when they do, it's usually not good because they're dragging you to the vet or something. But for whatever reason, they are coming in, and zookeeper Elaine, actually has one of those poles with a noose on it. to grab Tommy. How much of a fight does Tommy put up?
Oh, I'm gonna make her work for it today.
Okay, so she works for a while, but eventually pins you to the ground so that your face is just before the water from the man-made pond that you otters swim around in, and in it you can see your reflection, and that the reflection of Elaine above you is in her zookeeper outfit, and she looks like all humans because they all look kind of the same to you guys. But what do you see staring back at you from the pond?
So Tommy at this point in time, looks like just a ye old basic otter. His whiskers are bristled and being rubbed up against the rocks. He sees the reflection of this, blasé looking, human with their badge soaking wet from the struggle of having to either fall in or get pulled into the water just to kind of grab me.
All right, and you also find yourself being put into a animal carrier, and this particular human is muttering under her breath, "I don't know why they want to take this one of all of them. This is not going to be easy." And then with that, we go to the small critter and insect house where Cobb is, and you kind of in your cage when Calvin comes up to the cage and you kind of see Calvin through the reflection of the aquarium glass. What is reflecting back at us?
The big ass brown furry spider.
And he's also got
forearm.
He also has those like really big gloves on again. And he reaches in and grabs you and puts you into a smaller pet carrier, animal carrier.
Hey, I go along with it. I like being in the zoo. These people, it's a cushy life. Usually they take me for something special. So yeah, but he's been to take it to like schools to show off the kids, and he likes their delicious fear. So maybe this will be another opportunity like that.
All right, and then Eve. So Eve, you're in a bigger enclosure than Cobb in the reptile house, where they actually can walk into yours as well. And Elaine's there, and she's got the crook with her, the snake crook, and she's looking at you hanging out in the tree, going, all right, lady, am I going to have to use this, or can you come on down to me? And she's reaching out for you tentatively, but you can see that she definitely has the crook ready in case she needs it.
So Eve probably sort of like just extends and slides down and wraps herself around this person, almost like an accessory, like a boa, if you will. And she's not about trying to make zookeepers think she's any more trouble than people already think snakes are.
And then you also get some like cooey baby like noises as she you don't actually go in an animal transporter. You get put in basically a pillowcase.
Dave.
Yeah.
I poop on my handler.
Perfect. It's very important. So with that, we're going to flash back 24 hours from now, when in the hideout, Eve, you receive a note from one of Carlo Hambino's lieutenants, and I'll allow you to name them if you like.
Okay. A tenant, you said, or an attendant?
Lieutenant.
A lieutenant. Okay. This person is oh shoot. You know what? We're gonna say this is a hippo. And his name is Carlos. I don't know.
Carlos the hippo, perfect. All right, so Carlos the hippo has this message delivered to you, and with it there's an envelope, and the message is Carlos Hambino has recognized you and your crew and the good work you've been doing, and is very impressed, and they've got an assignment for you for your crew personally. They want you to sneak in to the administrative building here on the zoo and change out the Zoo on Wheels list of animals.
Oh.
Now, how sure are we that this is legit?
Well, it was an official courier, or at least someone recognized as being a courier for the Carlos Hambino Mafia, and this particular courier has been seen in Carlos's vicinity quite often. It appears to be legit. I won't say what you guys think. That's entirely up to each of you.
You said appears. It's a lie.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
So are we together now, or have we gone out on the Zoo on Wheels?
You have not gone out on the zoo. That is going to happen tomorrow.
Okay.
We're going to kind of flash back to how you got there.
So this is before we're.
So it for sure works. We definitely managed to do it.
Or you create a splinter alternate reality timeline.
And we suddenly get supernatural elements in this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so Eve would have
Animals of the multiverse.
So, yes, this was the note. Make of it what you will, but I think that this is probably a very good sign.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
After we robbed that peanut rum, took and went down at monkey business.
so we made some
About
trouble. We made some trouble for Al Capone. We helped out a vet. What could
We
we
helped out of it.
actually draw on? Well, Hambino's attention.
I
Are
mean,
you
we do
kidding
have
me?
people money.
The peanut rum was a job that you guys successfully completed, and it did get diverted to Carlo Ambino's Mafia, his gang.
Oh, I may have also stopped by to see Alice the other night.
How was that?
Just, I gave her a scoop about and describes the scoop that I told her about last week, where I basically painted these enigmatic people as heroes of the people. And then Eve goes on to explain, and I did all of that so that I could perhaps get us more attention and maybe get the attention of Carlo Hambino.
I'm sure he's aware of us. These big bosses got eyes everywhere.
That's true, but I mean, and are we at Eve's little hidey hole?
I'm guessing if you guys are congregating, that's where you guys usually kind of
So then,
congregate.
I'll reach over to
It's our bada bing.
So I'll reach over to like the barrels or whatever, and just pick up a handful and just say we're just small peanuts. As I drop a couple peanuts back into the.
You got to think bigger, Tommy. We got $1,000 of human money. We busted out of the zoo and got back in without getting detected. We're on our way up.
That's true. I just most of what we've done has been kind of offshoots. I'd like to do more.
Oh yeah. Well, now we might have the chance if we get made, and we can do whatever we want.
So what's this? What's the job? Who do we have to sub out?
That I'm not sure of.
Is that in the note?
So you actually have what looks to be an official zoo piece of stationery, and it's basically a form that's been filled out with a list of animals, and you guys are all on the list, and it is for the Zoo on Wheels exhibit.
So we need to get ourselves off the list? Is that the...
No, you need to swap out this list with the existing list.
Oh! We want to be on the Zoo on Wheels.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it sounds like this is, going to only be stage one. There's going to be some follow-up mission once we're actually accepted here.
Yeah. Well, does anybody know anything about this Zoo on Wheels? This could be.
So much.
Are they trying to set us up?
This is the Zoo on Wheels. Is they take you out of the zoo, which we've already got some experience with.
Yeah.
They go off and show you the other things. I don't know exactly where it's supposed to be going, but
on the form, it actually has a list of the destination, which is George Washington Elementary School.
Children.
Oh, great! I love kids.
Are you mad?
No, are you kidding? The way they look with fear on us? Oh my goodness.
Okay, except that they aren't allowed to handle you, and they always try to pull my feathers.
that's when you snap at them.
Yes, except they're just hatchlings.
There must be something at this school that Hambino wants.
Even the small ones are annoying, if not more so.
I will say this would be Tommy's probably first experience with dealing with human children, or any human really that isn't a zookeeper, without a barrier of glass between you and them.
Yeah, he's definitely not looking forward to this. These it's worth
At
it.
least you're cute.
Yeah, but they're gonna want to, touch and
Ugh.
That'll be a great distraction for whatever we have to do.
Well, I personally love the children. They're
Right?
nice and yes, and it's like getting a massage. Like,
make
have
you
you
feel-
never actually tried to lean into it a little bit?
I've
Well,
tried
that's
children
German
several
baby.
times. They're delicious.
That's where I thought you were gonna go with that.
No. The attention is great, though. The spotlight is fantastic, darling. And frankly speaking, the children aren't all bad. And it can give you an opportunity to maybe get some human food. Sometimes they have things called cookies. They're delicious.
Okay, I'll admit I do like cookies.
I've had some human food in my time.
Oh, I'm pretty happy with fish.
Oh, you've never had a cookie though, darling. They have the best cookies. It's almost like a cracker, but it's sweet. It's sweet and delicious and buttery and crumbly, and she just starts sort of like ranting about it.
And definitely not something we're allowed to have usually. But the kids will
Well-
sneak it to you if they like you enough.
Mhm.
I like the idea of having things I'm not supposed to have. That's always an interesting challenge.
So I was going to say one of the things you are starting a new job, so anyone that has power or moves that they can use at the beginning of a job, you can use now, up to including Stephen, if you wanted to use your ace in the hole to authenticate the job if you felt it was necessary.
Yeah, I think let's do that to start. That's a good place to start. So it lets us know how much we want to put into this. All right, I've got my 3 dice.
I think someone would
see
have to have-
Nerdarchy 6. There's no doubles. It is a 10 plus 1, 11.
So yeah, you easily succeed on that, and because for this job the thing you're getting is information. One of your contacts you're able to reach out and get a hold of. When you want to know something or be in the know, who is it you reach out to?
Horace the horse.
Okay, so when you reach out to Horace, so Horace is probably over in like the petting zoo area.
Mhm.
And he gets stuck giving kids rides all day. I mean, or maybe he likes giving kids rides all day. It's better than it's probably easier than adults. But Horace has it on good authority, and also because Horace is around a lot of humans, and they never really suspect them of anything, and it's a lot easier for the petting zoo animals to interact with other zoo animals and even wander off through the zoo, and it's like it creates less of an issue. That's one of the things that makes Horace such a good information broker.
Mhm.
But yeah, Horace has it on good authority that it seems legit. As far as he knows, Carlos is still in good standing with Carlo Hambino, and the courier is the individual that Carlos usually leans on. Is there any other specific information you want to try and get?
I would like to try and get the time that is the most optimal time to get into this place without the monkeys catching us doing a thing. Like, what are the monkey rounds, basically?
Okay, so the monkeys usually like in the middle of the dead middle of the night, they're not reliable, right? They're kind of lazy and layabouts. So they try a bit at the beginning, they try and make it look like they're making their rounds and hustling, and then quickly, as things are quieting down, they then begin getting down to monkey business and goofing off, and then towards the end they try to put up appearances again. After everyone leaves the zoo, 6-7 o'clock, probably they're the most active active, and then before people start showing up at the zoo, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning for the staff. Those are when they're most active.
Okay. So I will lay out to everyone the times that would be ideal to sneak in.
Okay.
Honestly, I think that perhaps if Tommy could get us in, maybe it would be easiest for Cobb if you want to try and swap out the lists.
Yeah. I do know the zoo like the back of my hand. Could I use that move to know, like, to get an idea, like, where in the admin building we might need to go? I mean, it's a pretty big place, and there's a lot of rooms, and I never really pay attention too much, but, you know, it's like a specific place we need to go. Like, where might have any idea where that kind of stuff might be in there that we have to go?
Yeah, because of,
the power just gives me an ongoing, but it just flavor.
Yeah, because of your, you have really good powers of a deduction when it comes to figuring out routes and where to be. I will absolutely let you do that.
All right. Roll plus awareness. Okay. There's no doubles, and I've got 9, which is this is a forward on a scene of my choice. So I would just say, like, once we're in the building, maybe,
Yes.
Is that how that works? Like, I pick the scene.
You pick the scene. So basically, you have a forward, and you get to choose when to use it, as opposed to it just being your next roll.
Okay.
Now, with that one, like, if you succeed, that's when you would get the ongoing for the scene of your choice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. So, yeah, that's a pretty big building, and, there's a lot of stuff going on in there, but I think I might have an idea where they keep that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, we'll have some time. If we sneak in when things are the most dead, we've got the best chance.
All right. Well, and then perhaps with our lookout going in and doing the things, and our safecracker getting him into said places, perhaps you and I, Oliver, should take guard.
I think that sounds as good as any idea.
All right. So these buildings are going to be up towards the front of the zoo where the ticket sales and everything are. So how are you going to try and get in? What is your plan?
So, I mean, I'm going to, pick one of the back doors, one of the things that's not quite as obvious and open.
Okay.
I'm going to try and, pick the lock if I can get in.
All right.
I'll keep a lookout while he's doing that to see if anybody's, like, monkeys are coming by, or late night security people, or teens that broke into the zoo, or whatever.
All right. So give me commit a caper.
You got this, Tommy.
Oh, wow. All right. So that's a 10.
Okay.
But I've got double 6s.
Okay. And
so,
which bosses are showing?
So that's neutral die and bad guy die.
All right.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So all right. So that is going to give you. You're gonna get your success. Your allies can all take a forward, a plus forward on their next roll, but you are going to get a minus forward on your next roll. What is the complication that trips you up?
So there's clearly, the monkeys on patrol. We've been, either spotted or heard doing something.
Okay, so I don't think you're actually spotted, but I think what happens is, while you're working on things, you get it done just in time as a patrol of monkey mooks comes on through. which rattles Tommy a little bit. Not enough to keep him from doing what he's trying to do, but enough that you're gonna get that -4 on the next thing.
Sure.
So you guys get the door open. You are in. Now, is it indeed the fact that you guys do want to split up again, or are you all going in?
Let's all go.
I think we should all go in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's all go in.
Okay. So you get in, you lock the door, or you shut the door behind you. Someone put their peepers to work for me, please.
I'll do that if you don't mind. I have a move related to that.
That's your
I
jam.
hated them.
I climb in, just immediately looking around. He's scurrying around. Okay, no doubles. I got what does peepers work? Awareness.
Yeah,
9.
9. Okay. So, did you include the +1?
No, so 10.
Okay. So that's a success. And that +1 is that's not the one you rolled earlier. That's the +1 from Tommy. So, just seeing Tommy work is just like being so skilled has boosted everyone's morale. What you actually, it's not that you see something per se, being a spider that, goes in webs and stuff, your spinnerets are super sensitive.
That's one of my tags. Very sensitive to vibrations.
And you feel the scratching of claws on the tile floors off in the distance. And you believe the configuration, the size, some kind of canine, some kinds of canines.
I say, shh. You feel that?
And then with that,
what does 2 holds mean? Or is that something that changed and I didn't update it? We don't have those.
No, a hold is
You get to ask questions.
Yeah, you get to ask
Whatever power
questions.
gives it to you.
Oh, well, I guess you just sort of answered it. Like that's probably what I would have asked. Though.
Same.
I got 2 holds, so you said it's a canine, and there's big.
Yes.
Okay,
And
that worked.
and then you guys kind of clearly hear 3 different voices talking, and one of them is like, and they're kind of like gravelly voices. Did you hear that? Nah, shut up. There's nothing. Just keep patrolling. I didn't hear anything. I don't smell anything. So you're
There must
hearing
be
things
something.
again.
There must be something really good in here. They got 3
I
canines on patrol.
would like to perch on the light fixture, regardless of whether I actually need to be or not, because nobody ever looks up.
Okay, yeah, you can easily do that. And what are the rest of you gonna do?
If Tommy will let me, I would like to. I don't know if there's decorations or like sculptures or anything.
Yeah, so let's lay it out, right? You guys actually came in the back because that's what Tommy said he wanted to do, and this is basically you came in where they basically probably take out the trash. There was a dumpster out by the by the door. It's kind of out of the way. It's on, so it's not a big deal. And right now it is just a long hallway, with doors off of the sides of it, because this is definitely the administrative area, and the doors immediately to you. One of them, they both actually have a picture of a human on them, and you can see that one of them appears to be male and female.
Okay, so this isn't like a thing where I can pull Tommy up on an elevated space or something.
You could, but there isn't necessarily a place. But there's also, there's basically 4 doors, 2 on each side, and then there's a 4-way intersection, and it's that intersection where you hear the kind of the noises coming from the right hall.
All right, we should slink into one of these doors and
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. And shut it behind us.
Okay, so you have the options of one of the restrooms or one of the other doors.
Oh, the other doors.
The other doors, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
All right. So
Could I have that stand in the gaps move, which is to go unnoticed. Could I use that to open the door quietly? Or to try to it's like, I don't know if it creaks or whatever, but
you can, let's see, if you want to try and stealth.
just so we don't that, like I said, the door creaks or maybe just knock something over in the dark or whatever.
Okay, so you're gonna try and be extra quiet. All right.
Yeah.
Give me a commit caper.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I got doubles and my total is that fly?
Yes.
My total is 5, so I failed. I got doubles on the ally and the enemy die.
Okay. So you get an XP for failing.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, never mind. Let's see. Wait a minute. No, yes, you gain XP, but you lose a marker.
So do you have a like the ally or the face showing? Did you roll a 6, or is it just double?
No, they're just they're both. I got 2 3s.
Okay, so it would be a failure, and you take a negative forward.
Okay.
Well, it's a what did you get?
You got failure with doubles.
But he didn't show a boss.
Oh, but there's no ball. Oh, there's no. I'm sorry. My apologies. Yeah. So yeah, you.
Failure plus a negative back, or a negative forward.
Yeah, you get a negative forward.
Okay, so, sorry, that was my bad. I forgot that the 6 was pertinent. Cool.
All right, so.
Oh, then I wouldn't get an XP.
No, you do.
It says there's without doubles, failure gain 1 XP. With doubles, failure plus take it back.
Yeah, but you still get the XP for it.
Oh,
failure with doubles, you're gain an extra XP.
Oh, really? It doesn't say. So I need to amend that.
Well, that is with the boss, right? Your ally boss.
No, we'll talk about it after I'm
Yeah,
on
yeah.
bog, but that's not what it says in this.
So with that, with the failure, you actually push the door a little bit too hard, and it moves way easier than you thought it was going to.
All right.
And smacks up against the wall.
Well, so much for being quiet.
What are you gonna do? You've just made a loud noise, and the scurrying has stopped.
What am I going to do, or the group?
The group.
I mean, I would scurry and continue into the room.
Yeah.
But I was.
Yeah, I'm gonna slink into the room as well and look for something to hide behind.
Yeah. Well, I said scurrying. I mean the scrabbling of claws on tiles. That sounds completely stopped.
Yeah.
And then Oliver.
I will. Is Eve out in the open?
I was gonna get into the door.
Okay, if you've got this, then I'm just gonna fly in there and hide in the light fixture in the other room.
Okay.
In the room opposite of them?
No, in the room we're all going into.
Oh, okay, perfect. So once you get in here, you realize this is a storage room. It is just like, extra paper for the typewriters, forms.
Great, then there are plenty of places
Forms?
for me to perch on.
Is there a vent?
Oh, what kind of forms? Well, we'll deal with that later. We're hiding.
Yeah.
We could probably requisition some cool stuff for ourselves.
There is some vents.
Okay. Can I get in there?
Gotta just be forms.
Can I get in the
That's
vent?
funny. That's what you're excited about, Forbes.
Well, hey man, you can fill them out and get you.
You certainly can try.
Okay.
So what I'm going to need from you is just give me a wild check.
Okay, wild. +1 for me. All right, no doubles. That is an 8 + 1, 9.
A 9. Okay. So you're able to squeeze through the vents, but you kind of like bent them. Like obviously bent them, but you're up in there now.
Okay. So I will hiss through the vent. I'm in the vent. I'm going to go scouting.
Good luck.
And then I want to try to find where this form could be. Like I want to look for a place that looks administrative with a computer,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
All right.
Computer. What's that?
And I would assume I can benefit from this because one of my traits is snake. So I just am long and sinewy.
Yeah, so you're able to kind of like creep around there, but in the meantime, there are now 3 canine faces looking in the door. As there is a Rottweiler, a German Shepherd, and a Bloodhound.
Oh,
Dave, is there ink in here?
Yeah, there would be probably like pens, pencils, and like typewriter ribbon.
Okay. I'm just gonna casually claw one of the typewriter ribbon casings open and just toss it, because that shit is pungent. I don't know if you know this. Like, I don't know how recently you've used the typewriter, but I have. It smells a lot. And I mean to confuse the noses of the dogs.
ooh.
Okay. You know, I like what you're laying down there. Give me a get out of a jam.
Great. What's the stat associated with
It's
that?
Moxie.
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 That's going to be a total of 8.
All right. So it works. It does. It totally throws off their sense of smell, and let's see. You're up above, so I don't think they're going to see you. But I'm going to just Eve is out of the way. I'm going to need Tommy and Cobb to make slide checks for me if you're hiding.
Oh yeah. Can I stand in the gaps, or
Yep,
you just
yep.
want to? Okay.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a slide check.
So, 8.
Oh,
All right, so
man.
using my my -1, that makes it be a 10.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to find a nook to stuff yourself into.
Let's see. I'm balancing it. I had a negative and a positive, so it's just cancel each other. So that's 4.
Oh, okay. Well, you get another XP.
Oh, it's my turn this week, Stephen.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. I had mine last week.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you find a spot that you think has you perfectly hidden, but you know, at the top of the room, you know, just below the ceiling, there's one of those small windows, and light just seems to be shining in, like right where you are, like a spotlight.
Yeah.
And the dogs look right at you, and sorry, digging into my notes here. Hey, Smokey, you see that there? He doesn't belong here. What are you doing? What are you doing inside here? You're supposed to be out there. And they kind of like start prowling forward.
Working.
What do you mean you're working?
I got a job from one of the big guys.
The big guys.
Yeah, you know, they don't grease your paws.
Gruff, I think we got a criminal on our hands. And they all pull nightsticks.
I'm gonna let's see, what should I do? I will I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
Anyone that has an interesting idea of something they want to do, they can do it now. If not,
I'm one step away from starting blasting.
I'm gonna try to bribe the dogs.
That's what I was kind of getting at. But
I don't know what I would bribe the dogs with, though. Does anybody have any ideas of what we could use to bribe the dogs?
they seem like they are security.
yeah,
Doesn't
that
mean
could
they're
be
not
on
on the
take.
take.
Well, that is true, but you know there are some animals that are not connected to the criminal world.
How many peanuts do you get for doing this?
What? We do it because we love it.
You know, if you love your job, making a big ruckus in here is probably not a good idea. How many times have you guys been petted and rewarded for coming after zoo animals?
Well, if we do our job really well, they won't even know you were here.
Oh, but you won't. We'll make a big mess, a big fuss. My talon marks will be all over this room. They will realize that you have caused a fracas with someone you weren't supposed to.
You know, I hear what you're saying, but my moral compass is not going to let you break in here.
Who says we broke in?
You're in here. You don't belong in here. You must have broken in here.
Oh, yes, but humans do things they're not supposed to all the time. They put us places we're not supposed to be.
Well, I don't see any humans around here
No,
right
that's
now.
because they left.
Of course they left. They always leave. And they
They always leave. Isn't that the worst?
They do, but they always come back.
No, they don't always come back. Lucky you if they do for you.
Oh, they always come back for us, especially if you're a good boy. So the vibe you're getting is you're not going to probably be able to reason with them, especially if they think you're doing something you shouldn't be doing.
That's okay. I'm not really trying to reason with them. I'm just trying to keep them busy until somebody else thinks of something useful.
Robin,
Yes.
check the chat.
So.
Oh. What if we're not doing something bad? What if we're trying to return something that doesn't belong to us?
What are you trying to return?
And I pass over the schedule. They'll think you're a real good boy if you give this back to them. We can leave. No one ever needs to be the wiser. Obviously, we didn't write that.
So give me a start spitting roll.
Cool. Thank you, Eve.
I metagamed. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person.
18, that does not make you a bad person. I did
It's
not get
18?
doubles. I just have +3 to no, because I get to use wild for my start spitting rolls because I have a feature.
I think you're adding one die too many, though.
No, I'm not. I got the 6 and the 4.
Oh, 13. I heard 18. I'm sorry.
No. Okay, that would be 17 because I add +3 because my wild is 3.
Right, but the most you could get is a 15.
Because it's the 2 dice, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
had a forward.
it's 6 on one die and then 4 on the other. That's 12. 13.
That's
No,
10.
you're right. The most I can get is a 15. I'm tired. I took a Benadryl today.
Do you have a
and
forward?
I can't do math.
I feel
I mean, you
bad.
might have had a forward. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Although you can use it.
Yeah,
I did have a forward, but I'm tired and I didn't
Yeah.
think about that.
And
I
it-
really was just doing
Sure.
bad math. And
That's all
it took
good.
me sitting here and like laying it all out in front of myself to realize how bad the math was.
Yeah.
It's all right, Robin. We still
It's
love
okay.
you.
We know you have a parasite that sucks out your life force as well.
I mean, you ain't wrong.
No, so but you know, all of that being said, that is more than enough that you convince them that you indeed do have something to return.
Almost, we still need to get the old list out.
So Cobb and Oliver, they're aware of the two of you.
Mhm.
So the two of you may can go with, they basically motion for the two of you to go with them.
I look over at Oliver and then look at them, and I guess, well, sure, I'm in it. I'm good.
We'll use the collar as a perch mechanism and like do my best. You know those videos where people find like one animal that should not be getting along with another and then post
Yeah.
it for the awes? Like that's what I'm trying to do here.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting along so well with this dog.
Perfect. So they actually, so they kind of like take the lead, and they're gonna like, they take you down the hallway and basically take you back the way that they came, and they open the door and put their hand out for the form that you have.
I extend Talon. They can have it. It's fine. I trust them to do this anyway.
Yeah. So although they don't necessarily know where it goes per se, so they just take it and put it back on the desk, and then all right. Thanks. I think. What is your names?
Oliver.
I'm Gruff. This is Hoot, and that's Smokey.
Those are lovely names, gentlemen.
We like them. Now, you should really get back to your enclosures, or at least back out in the zoo. The humans won't like you poking around in here, and if they find you in the morning, it would be really bad.
Indeed, indeed. I don't suppose you would be willing to help me find the door. I've gotten a little bit lost, as birds tend to do when a door closes.
Yeah, I don't want you flying into the windows or anything.
We do that.
And then, so they lead you back the way you came, basically to the door that you came in.
Tommy, you're up. Eve, also you.
Yeah. I guess that, yeah, if we're outside, we'd just be like, well, we got half it done, Oliver. Now we just gotta.
The others
help
have the
our
rest. They've got
crew
this.
take care of the rest.
All right, so
there was a lot of talking. Would I have been able to observe what door they went in?
So yeah, give me a put your peepers to work to see if you're kind of able to track them by their voices.
Was Tommy hiding in that same room the whole time that we got caught in?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, that's exactly a 10.
Nice.
Yeah, so you definitely know the general vicinity.
So I'm gonna lay low until everything kind of settles to a norm, and then I'm gonna try and get in there and see if I can complete the job.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna have to give me a sly if you want to try and stealthily get back to that door without being noticed by the night watch.
It's 5, 6. It's gonna be a 9.
Okay. So you get back there. The complication is it takes longer than you thought it was going to, because you're kind of like waiting, for the dogs to clear out, figuring out their routes. But you do sneak back there, but you're literally like hanging out for like 2 hours.
So is there anything in this room that is useful to animals? Something that I know Eve's a grifter, so if there's anything I can walk away with here that's going to be useful to us or her, I'd be all for.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it depends on how useful you find stationery and pencils and pens and erasers, that kind of stuff. Just really office supplies.
I want them.
I'll take some pens, pencils, erasers.
Okay. maybe a stapler. Staples.
God, give me those forms.
Oh, I don't think it's forms. I think it's just like straight up paper.
Oh,
It's stationary. There's probably some forms in there as well.
I wasn't trying to influence your savages.
Sure. I think it's a lot. I think it'll be a lot harder to deal with, stacks of paper and not having access to a typewriter.
And also figuring out what exact forms you want. You're like, oh, I have a timesheet. What am I going to do with that? As opposed to like a requisition, like a feed the spiders more for requisition.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
So, all right. So Tommy, you've got the routes down. You get to the door. You guys you're getting closer to the time when you would definitely want to not be here. But when you go for the door, this door is actually locked now.
Well, I gotta pull out the tools and.
And what are you doing, Eve, while all this is happening?
So I was just kind of trying to find the place that I guess Tommy found. So instead, could I try to find us an expedient way out so that I can pull Tommy up into the vents with me and we can leave through the vents?
Yeah. So you're looking for the egress while Tommy's like doing his thing. All right.
Yeah.
You give me put your peepers to work to find the best route.
Okay. Oh boy, I got double sixes. So that is going to be a total of 13.
Okay, so that succeeds.
Showing the ally boss and the neutral boss.
Okay, so that's not bad at all. You're going to get a marker back. You succeed, and also everyone can take a +1 forward.
Hey.
All right.
A quick question about the forward means it's just your next roll, right?
Yep, next roll. Yeah.
So if you had like a plus and a minus, they would just cancel.
It'd be a wash.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure. Okay. Thanks. Sorry.
No worries. And then Tommy, what'd you get to open that door?
Correct. All right. So I've got 10 on the dice with doubles.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 14 if I get the +1 forward from.
Well, yeah, you completely succeed. And your next roll will be
no boss is showing.
And your next roll will be a forward as well. So with that, you're in the office. You find the paper that you guys are supposed to leave here on the desk, and now it's just a matter of finding the paperwork to replace it with and switching them out. Which you don't have to roll for that. You're going to look around for a while, and then you clearly find a cabinet file that is marked for Zoo on Wheels. You go through there. You find everything is exact except for the animals that would have been going to the zoo and are different.
So I'll put my the proper page in the folder, pull out the sheet, stick that into my vest here.
Nice.
And be able to get ready to GTFO. I imagine at this point in time that's when kind of Eve does the tail signal.
Yeah, and so Eve is able to lift you up and lead you through the vents to the outside, where you see Cobb and Oliver waiting for you guys. And as you guys kind of convene and got the paperwork that you needed to get out of there, and that's when you notice and hear the monkey mooks screeching and pointing in your direction, because it took longer than you had anticipated, and now we're at that time when they're a bit more active. And you've definitely run into a patrol of theirs. There are 6 of them, and they are ready to rumble.
Are we rumbling or are we running?
Let's rumble. We're making a name for ourselves.
How many
We
are
get-
there?
There's 6.
6. Okay.
Where are we in the zoo? I mean, I know we're not going by that map exactly, but like,
Generally, all right. So you guys are.
like, are we still? I mean, we're still outside the admin building, right?
Yeah, you're pretty
Okay.
close. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell into the mic. You're pretty close to where the admin building is.
Okay.
Like between there and the where those restrooms are.
Mhm.
But they're up on the roof in the building across from the one you're in,
Okay.
pointing and drawing their revolvers.
Stay to cover.
So who's doing what first?
All right, if we're rumbling, I'm gonna pull out my pistol and shoot.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Hey, can I? I actually have a move. I see a soft spot. Can I help him with that? Once per scene, I can choose a target. I'll choose the monkey that Tommy is shooting at, and an ally, Tommy.
Okay.
Let's see. I can. It's basically just to give them an extra edge. So, is that okay if I do that?
Yeah. Yep. This is the time to do it.
All right. So that's 9. So I give him a forward.
All right. So you give him a
Shoot him
forward
right
to his
under.
attack?
Shoot him in the armpit. It's real soft there.
Precision. Oh, that is. I have a +1 precision. He's giving me a forward. I don't know if we can have more than one forward, but I had forward for my last double.
You can.
So that's a 15, double 6s, ally, and neutral ones.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's really good. So. All right. So you're going to, you start just letting loose with your pistol and firing off. You're going to get a marker. You take out one of the monkeys, and also you're essentially you're shooting it off so fast that you're took out one, and also basically have given cover to the rest of the crew with it. Who's doing what next?
Can I try to climb a nearby tree and get onto the rooftop the monkeys are on and like sneak up behind them and like choke one of them out?
Yeah, you slide to sneak up on them.
Okay.
Squeeze the life from them.
All right. 7 plus
Tommy just shot that monkey in the face.
9.
9. Okay, so you do manage.
Wait, no,
to,
I wanted 10 because he gave us a forward too, didn't he?
he did.
Yes. Yeah,
So
all
it's
of you got a forward.
It's a 10.
All right, so you are able to sneak up, and it's going to probably take your action to do it, but you successfully have gotten up on the roof behind them, and they don't know you're there.
Okay, cool.
And they're just popping shots off down below where you were and where your allies are, but like they're ducking and firing at the same time, so they're very erratic and have not hit anything yet.
Okay.
What's Oliver up to?
How seriously do we take Omerta?
What?
That's the mafia rule that you don't involve the cops.
This isn't the cops. This is Al Capone's minion.
No, I know.
No.
I know. But we do
I
have
would
dog
assume-
cops that are right
yeah.
around the corner that think that we just did them a solid.
Nah.
Ooh.
I wouldn't want to work with the cops, but
Okay, no, I didn't think so. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, in that case, I'm clawing.
Awesome.
Okay.
Flyby. Let's go. 10.
All right, yeah. So you're able. Tell me what you do to this monkey mook.
Come on,
I'm
you pick him
just-
up off the roof and drop him.
Please. I love that, Ted.
you see him silhouetted against the moon.
So yeah, you totally do that. So let's go to Cobb.
Oh, I figured my thing this turn was helping Tommy, but I'll certainly, if I
No,
can. Yeah.
everyone's gone. So
Oh, then I will try to shoot the other. There's only one left.
no, there's 4 left.
Oh, there's. Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot one in the face.
Okay.
What is that? A bop or whatever? Or bringing the heat?
No, if you're shooting, you're bringing the heat. Yeah.
All right. What is that? Precision?
Precision.
Oh, gee. Okay. The result was 12.
Okay.
I've got doubles on the ally and the neutral.
Okay, so doubles with ally and neutral showing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get a marker.
Sixes. Yeah. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
doubles.
So you get a marker back.
Oh wow! I actually
plus one forward to everybody.
Yep.
Okay.
Woo!
So
I was down the marker too.
yeah, so you fire off, taking out another monkey mook. Steven, you are now behind them. What would you like to do?
I have constrict as an animal family feature. I would like to constrict.
All right, give me a bop check. So that's just using your wild.
All right. +1. So that is 4 plus 5. That's 9 plus 1. 10 plus
Don't forget the
11.
forward from Doug.
11 total.
Yeah. So you totally constrict one. Do you kill him or just knock him out?
I would like to just knock him out.
Okay.
And take his stuff.
Well, there are still 3 more around. Wait a minute. No, there's 2 more around that are armed and they're now going to be aware. Well, you know what? I don't. Give me a slide check.
Okay.
To see if you how quick and fast you took him out.
Oh, I love those Nerdarchy dice 6s. So pretty. By the way, we have them in the store. Look at that Nerdarchy and it's so cool. Anyway, that is going to be a 10 exactly.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so you do what you wanted to do, and no one has noticed that you're there yet.
Okay. So yeah, I just choke one of them out, and I want to take his stuff.
All right.
That way, when the humans find him, he's not dressed.
All
or
right.
whatever.
Tommy.
All right. Well, there's still 2 of them up there, making sure that Oliver or Eve are not in the line of fire. Ammo. And that's not going to be so good. That's a 7.
Oh, so 7. So you take one of them out, but you get hit for 1. And there is only 1 left, Oliver.
All right. $12.
Nice.
So what do you do? What do you do to the last one?
I mean, tried and true dropping him off the roof is pretty fun. I want to drop him on top of the last monkey. Make a little pile.
Okay. There are no more monkeys left jumping on the roof. All the monkeys have either been shot to death, strangled, or fallen off the roof at this point.
So there's been some gunfire. How much attention have we brought to ourselves?
Well, gunfire is loud and obnoxious, so and we are getting close to that time where zookeepers and humans are getting to the zoo.
Oh shoot.
Uh-oh.
Gotta go.
And you also have a bunch of monkeys that you can just either leave, deal with.
I mean, honestly, they're not going to be able to get to their enclosures in time. The humans are going to find them. Let them be the humans' problem.
Yeah, but they have bullet holes in them.
Yeah, well, yeah, a couple of them are dead with bullet holes. I mean,
There's that alligator pond.
There is Christopher Choppenstein, the Cuban croc that
He's in waste management.
That is in waste removal. Yes, that is all correct.
So is he neutral, or does I'm assuming he or does he work for a particular mob?
He is neutral. He doesn't really work for anyone. He's not really in any of the mafias, and he's not really a criminal either. But he does accept donations.
All right. So I'll strip out, whatever things of note that the croc doesn't want to eat, and then we can kind of quickly. I imagine that these monkeys are small enough that if we drop them, Oliver can kind of over the fence, and we'll beat feet with the loot.
Yeah, so there's only 3 of them that have been shot, and then 3 of them that are unconscious. So 3 of them that kind of need to be disposed of. So you guys, in order to do it in a timely fashion and not get seen by any humans, you're gonna have to give me a get out of a jam or risk.
You guys want me to do it?
Sure.
I'm good at getting out of jams.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see if the dice agree with me. 11 on the dice is useful. So 4.
All right, so you are able to do this quickly and efficiently before any of the humans figure out that you guys are even out of your enclosures and kind of get back. So basically, you guys got a handful of peanuts from them. There's their clothes, their vests, their hats, and some ammunition as well as their revolvers.
Nice.
Oh yes, we want all this because we could take these clothes, Eve will suggest, and we could tailor them to ourselves, and we could pass ourselves as Al Capone's mooks at some point if we need to.
I was going to ask if we could pass for monkeys, but then I realized, and I ruffle my feathers and kind of look at myself. As long as we don't run into her personally, I should pass fairly easily.
Well, I think if anybody's got a chance, it's going to be me. But, monkeys are morons, so who knows?
But yes, perhaps we should get to our enclosures and get some rest now that we've got a trip to the children.
Yes, so with that, we kind of we're going to fast forward back to you guys. If anyone that's injured, you can do basically first aid to yourself and get 1 back.
Actually, not get injured.
Was there any kind of preparation that you guys did, knowing that you were going to be put into the carriers?
So were we given any follow-up instructions?
Yes, you guys are. The other part of it is that you're going to the elementary school and you were looking for. You're looking for Abe, and Abe is an informant that Carlo Hambino would like to have a word with. At Abe the Worm Reels. And
What? Abe what?
Abe the Worm Reels.
I don't know. It's like I've had like a brain fart. I don't even understand what you just said. Like what is that mean?
We're looking for a worm.
Oh, that's his like Abe the Worm. What? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Dave, what do you know about owl digestion?
They like regurgitate everything into like pellets. Yeah.
They do. I want to swallow my weapon to regurgitate it and get it later so that the zookeepers won't know I have it. My claw talons. Technically, it's started as a switchblade. I flavored it as talon sheaths.
Okay, so you can do that, but give me commit a caper to successfully hide it.
Cool. What's the stat for that?
That is sly.
All right. That's going to be 7 total.
So you do it, but when you bring it back up, you take a harm.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I haven't done it yet.
So I'm gonna stash my my breaking out tools in my pouch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to hide the stuff we just got in my safe house, but then otherwise going to be chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, really.
Chilling like a villain.
Yep.
Can we spend our XP during that time or no?
You can spend your XP as soon as you get it.
I'll do that.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
I'm gonna do
It's-
that too. Then.
Yeah, there's no you don't have to wait for downtime. You don't have to wait for the session to end. Just when you get 5 XP, you can upgrade. So you can buy an improvement.
Oh, cool. Well, then I've got 2 in magnetism instead of 1.
Nice.
So-
Finally, a talker.
So you guys find yourselves stacked up inside the van, the zoo on wheels, and moving right along in it's probably more like a truck than a van, but it's probably about an hour away from the zoo. It gets pretty warm back there. The ventilation isn't great, but when they open the doors and Calvin and Elaine pull you out and pull your traveling crates out and put you on a dolly and wheel you into the auditorium for one of the shows. In the morning, basically you spend that time performing and being shown off, and they're giving lectures and talking about the animals with all the kids, and the kids are oohing and ahhing. And for those that are used to this, like, you kind of know, like, this is going to be an all-day thing. They're going to bring different kids in, and towards the middle of the day, you're all packed back up and put into your traveling crates, and you're put into one of the classrooms. As one of the bells rings, and you hear the sounds of children, you also smell the sense of human food being cooked. So it is basically lunchtime and recess. And this is probably when you're going to have the easiest time of trying to commit this caper.
So, does anyone know where to find this worm? Are they in one of the classrooms, or are they outside?
So we're all in the same classroom? I was going to say, I felt bad because I was like, I watched the video where they talk about this. I know where probably.
Yeah, you guys are all in the same classroom. You were told Abe is in one of the apples that one of the teachers has.
Oh,
on
that's
their desks.
funny. I was being sarcastic.
That's hilarious.
I was like, should I metagame or no? So thanks for having.
So all right. So can I open up my little carrier and get
Yeah, are we able?
Yeah, you know what? You practically have thumbs, so yeah. It's like the scene from the Chipmunks. How do you get out of your cages? It's not that hard. We have hands. So Tommy, you're able to get out easily, and then you can assist anyone else that would have needed assistance.
Yep, definitely. Are we able to, like, get out without any of the other animals that were brought here noticing that we're leaving?
That is up to you. Whether that's your try.
I didn't even consider that. Is there other animals with? I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, there's a couple other animals, and they're kind of just like chilling out, and also like none of the other animals are belong to the crime families. They seem to be pedestrian animals, so they tend to mind their own business. Occasionally, you might have to worry about animals that are trying to uphold the law, and they might try to do something like the dogs, but most of the pedestrians, they're going to just stay out of the way. They don't really want any parts of the crime families.
Makes sense, just like real
No,
life.
no need to bring undue attention to yourself and the harm that might bring in. So all right,
Yeah, those animals probably got families and stuff. They don't want to put them in danger.
Well, Cobb, you
Yeah.
eat a lot of fruit, right? Like, you came in a fruit crate, so you know what an apple might smell like and what we'd be looking for, right?
Yeah, sure. I know what an apple is.
Could you help us out with that?
Of course. So we're in a classroom, right?
Yes. So
Right,
for I guess if you're trying to like track by scent and
I don't know.
That would definitely be a
Can spiders
wild
smell?
check.
I don't know, but I'll give it a try.
Well, if not, I would say Eve might actually be like, yeah, I would think either Eve or Tommy would probably be the best to try and like sniff it out or taste it out, as the case may be.
I have a +1 for that. Ted, what do you have?
My wild is 0.
Yeah, me too.
This 1.
Okay, well, I'll go for it then. I'll do with my +1.
Taste the air.
Oh, I love that Nerdarchy 6 again. +4, that's 10 +1 is 11.
Nice.
All right, so yeah, you catch it. You catch a taste on the air of something sweet and fruity.
All right.
And you begin kind of like leading the way, and you hear the sounds of children playing outside. So there doesn't seem to be too many inside right now. So you guys have some latitude to play with.
So
Dad?
I was gonna say, is there anything, while Eve and I are kind of on the lookout for apples, do we want to look around here, see if there's anything of note that we might smuggle in our carrier somehow?
Oh, I want cookies. I want cookies.
I would say that's valid.
Oh yeah, I want like those, like, I don't know if y'all had them in elementary school, those like packs where you got 2 of the rectangular vanilla cookies. You know what I'm talking about? They have the edge with the pearls.
Yes.
Yeah, those. That's what Eve wants.
Oliver will help her look.
All right, so you're keeping your eyes open for cookies in addition to, were they like sunflower cookies or something? In addition to the apple. So after traveling and winding your way through the school, dodging some humans here and there, you do come upon a room where the door is cracked open, and that's probably why you're able to smell the apple. And peering into the room, you do see the apple on the desk with the worm literally sticking out of it, but the apple and the worm are surrounded by a bunch of other animals, and there's a seagull sitting on the windowsill in the window across from the desk, and they seem to all be kind of like looking towards the seagull while there's parrots, snakes, hamsters, mice, guinea pigs, and rabbits that are all kind of like surrounding what you're guessing to be Abe the worm reels. And
Eagles.
just one seagull, and the seagull is the one addressing the worm. He seems to be kind of like condescending and talking down to Abe. You can kind of see Abe the worm. If a worm could cower, this one is definitely doing that. And he's got a little tie on around his neck and a little collar, even though it's not attached to anything. And he's like, I just let me go, and I'll tell you whatever you want. He's like, yeah, you're gonna tell us what we want, all right? You're gonna talk. Ain't that right, Thumper? And one of the rabbits starts kind of like beating its back leg on the desk. And, one of the guinea pigs moves in to menace the worm. And then
the meat potato is going to menace, huh?
Yes. And then one of the snakes coils around the apple, but then like really fast, like slithers away, uncoiling, which just like spins the apple with the worm in it.
Can I speak up? Just flat out speak up in this situation.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna be like
forward and try and get the apple.
Oh, look, Oliver, dinner. I would like to try to like look menacing as I like rise over the other animals with my jaw. I want to do that snake thing where they like unhinge their jaw.
Oh, I'm so in. I will perch on top of Eve and ruffle my feathers and be the most intimidating owl.
So everyone kind of turns to you guys as you do that, and then the seagull reaches behind his back and whips his wing back around, and he's holding a Tommy gun and just starts letting loose with it.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Like I want to get him. I want to get him. I want to constrict the life out of him.
Well, tell me what you guys are doing.
I want to pop.
I'm trying to get the apple.
Okay, you're going for the apple. So you all take 1 harm as I'm using a hard move against you guys as just the damage where he just sprays and sprays across where everyone is. If you're going for the apple, Tommy, give me a get out of the jam to act quickly.
Yep. Boom. That's going to be an 11. 11 with doubles.
Okay, 11 with doubles. No bosses showing?
No bosses.
All right. So you run in and you grab it, and which is going to cause a bit of a distraction for the rest of your crews. The rest of your crew is going to get a +1 forward to do whatever they do next. Who's going next? All right.
I was unclear. So there's the seagull with the Tommy gun. What else is in here facing us? I mean,
basically a bunch of small animals that were probably like classroom pets.
Okay.
So like there's small birds, lizards, snakes, guinea pigs, mice.
And they seem to be working with the seagull?
Yes.
Okay.
They seem to look to they were looking to the seagull with deference. Okay. And seem to be menacing Abe the worm on behalf of the seagull.
Okay.
I would like to swoop in and steal that apple
from Tommy.
Oh, Tommy has it already.
Tommy has it.
I don't know how I missed that. Okay, in that
worry.
case, I will do a flyby and try and distract the bullet hail from Tommy to give him time to get away.
Yeah. Yo, Bugsy, they're taking the snitch. One of the animals on the desk yells. Steven, you said Eve wanted to make a beeline for the seagull for Bugsy.
Yep. All right. I'm going for the boss here.
Can I use see a soft spot to help Eve?
You can.
All right. Oh, that's good. Let's see. What is that? Awareness? 13. 14.
Okay, so you get a +1, Eve. +2,
I have
actually.
2 +1s?
It gives them an ongoing.
So do I have 2 +1s then from the other one or just the one?
Yes, for this next roll, you have a +2.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to bop, I presume?
Yes.
All right. All right, so that would be an 8, and there are double 4s. So 8 plus the 2, that's 10. So, and I got double 4s. I'm showing I'm not showing any bosses though. It's just double 4s.
So success with doubles. All right, so you're gonna gain another +1 forward on your next action, but you swoop in and you are constricting. You're constricting. Well, you go to swoop in and constrict the seagull, Bugsy, and you are definitely on target to get him. But one of the other critters kind of intercepts and takes the hit for Bugsy.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna choke that one out then.
So you take it out.
That's what you get.
And then just trying to be menacing.
Okay. And then Oliver.
All right. So who's where? I know we have got Tommy with the apple.
Tommy with the apple moving. Where were you going after you got the apple?
I was, getting back to the crew and be able to see exactly like what are they doing.
Okay.
Okay.
Engage.
So, and then you have the seagull that is on the windowsill. Cobb is still by the doorway with you guys because he's kind of like observing and pointing out the weak spots. And then, all the classroom critters are kind of spread out between the desk and the windowsill. But they appear to be ready to swarm the lot of you.
All right. And all of us are away from the window.
Eve is heading towards the window now. So Eve is like halfway between the desk and the window.
Are you trying to go out the window, Eve?
Eve was going after the seagull.
Yeah, I'm going after the seagull. Well, I mean, if the seagull's all the way out of the window and not in the classroom at all, I want to
classroom, but on the windowsill.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm just going for the seagull. That's what I'm going for.
All right, cool. Eve, here are my thoughts. I want to break the window.
Ooh.
Okay.
How does that fit into your plans? Can we make that work?
We can make that work.
Okay, I'm gonna try to break the window. I hawk up my claw and go to break the window.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying
and
to
I
give
take my
Tommy
one harm. I
enough
did not forget that.
Okay.
What do I need to roll to break the window?
To break the window, that's gonna be get out of the jam, Moxie.
9.
So 9, so you're using your weapon talents in order to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so you slam into the window, shattering it, but as you do, you're going to take 1 harm as the critters leap at you. You just took a guinea pig, just got a chunk of your talon.
We're gonna need to get out of here fast because broken glass is something that humans will hear for sure.
And the machine gun fire.
Yeah, maybe the machine gun.
That too.
Tommy's got the apple. That's what counts.
Tommy does have the apple. So I think that takes us back to Cobb.
I'm not really sure. I'm in the doorway. I guess, and Tommy is he kind of trying to get back from the desk to like get out basically? I guess I'll just cover Tommy to make sure at least, I mean, that's our goal. He's got it. We need to get out. So I'll just cover him. Like, not, like, I guess like ready in action or whatever. Like if somebody tries to prevent him from getting out.
So covering is an actual action that you can do.
Oh.
And the way you would do that is lay down cover fire. So
I don't want to shoot a gun then. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know what? Then I'll just try to intimidate. I'll start spitting. I'll just say like, "All of you classroom animals hit the ground. You don't know. You're in over your head."
All right.
Carlo Bambino sends his regards. Nah, I don't want to say that because
oh, maybe. Well, all right. So start spitting.
Okay. Let's see, and I do have a forward, so not bad. Let's see. 8. No doubles.
Okay. So you do. It is effective on some of them.
Okay.
But not all of them.
Sure.
And it does definitely gets Bugsy Seagull's attention, and he's gonna rip off some rounds in your direction. Okay. So you're gonna take 1.
All right. Any of you and my first move.
All right. Tommy.
So I don't know if these guys are gonna follow us back. But I think it's important for us to protect Abe.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just literally get out of the classroom and kind of zip back to the cage.
Okay, give me a get out of the jam.
All right. So it's gonna be an 11, but I got doubles with bosses. Neutral boss. Everyone's gonna get a forward, but I got enemy boss. So that means I take a -1 forward.
So that's correct. So for you, it's just canceled out. But everyone else can take a forward. So you get out and you're heading back the way you came. So you're kind of out of the scene now. And with that, Eve.
Okay. Is the seagull fleeing yet?
The seagull is not fleeing yet.
Okay, I want to get him.
Let's get him, get him.
Gonna get him. So I have a forward now from that, right? From what just happened.
You
Yes.
do.
I want to make sure I understand right. Okay. Okay, so that is going to be, I have doubles. I have double twos, and I'm showing the ally boss. And that is going to be a 10 total.
Okay. So ally boss with a success. So you were going to get a marker. But again, one of his henchmen seems to get in the way and you take it out.
Okay. How many of these henchmen does this guy have?
Sounded like quite a few.
A bunch.
Man.
It almost feels like almost every classroom has a pet, and they're all here.
Not anymore.
That's true.
Gonna be some sad kids after recess.
Oh my god, don't tell me that.
Well, you have
I've
to
been
remember.
choking them out. I'm not
Eve,
killing them.
Eve doesn't kill anything. She just knocks things unconscious.
Still,
Right.
they come back in and there's pulverized animals that are might be like, what happened? And why is there bullet holes everywhere?
Oh my god.
So Oliver.
Oliver. Ooh.
I forgot that I was Oliver for a second. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah,
How do you forget? Your name is Robin. You are the bird.
I know. I am the bird. Okay. So, how went your strike on the seagull? Do you got him?
No, I didn't get him yet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to get him then. We
Okay.
have an order of operations here.
Pendas.
9.
All right. So again, one of the, his mafia is swarming around him and you, which prevents you from getting to him. And you're gonna take one. As you take
You
one,
know what?
take
That's
some
fine.
of
I
them
think
out.
we should cut our losses and go. We got the thing we were after.
Here.
And having said that, I end my turn.
All right. So Cobb, what are you doing?
Okay, so Tommy got away. Eve and Oliver are still in the room fighting,
Yes, but we're
Yes.
about to leave.
but I don't know that.
Because
And
I
there's-
said it out loud.
Oh,
he said it out loud.
is there? So I'm still at the door this whole time. Is there anything near me at all? Like within,
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
classroom. So whatever you would anticipate being in an elementary school classroom.
like does it look? Here, let me clarify. Is there any critters between Eve and Oliver and the door?
Yeah, they're kind of swarming them.
Okay, I want to just try to leap on one and stick my venomous fangs into it. I'm going wild. I'm like, F this.
All right, that's a bop.
All right. I haven't bopped yet. My first bop. Come on, boppy.
Hey.
Oh, that's really good. Okay. No doubles. I got an 11 plus, what's bop? Wild?
Wild, yeah.
So just 11.
11. Yeah,
Nice.
so you
I have
totally
venomous.
bop. And take out some more of these, rip into these furry little critters. And did we lose
Yeah.
a Ted?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does
we
it
lost
taste
its
good?
head.
What do I get?
It
How about
tastes
a
like
hamster?
tastes
Oh,
like
no.
chicken. Yeah, you could totally take out a
Sure.
hamster or two.
And then I'll look up with my bloody venomous fangs and be like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
So, is that what you guys are doing? You're just gonna make a run for it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that you're going to be acting quickly, so you're going to need to get out of the jam roll as you
Okay.
flee.
Hey.
Maxi, right?
Oh no. So I rolled triple ones.
Whoa!
Nice.
Oh no.
Hey, that means you've got doubles,
Yeah,
I
that's
got
true.
I
doubles.
do
too.
have doubles.
and you're gonna get that XP.
I got a 7.
I got an 11, and I have double 5s. No bosses.
Okay. What did you get, Doug?
Me? 7.
Yeah, a 7. Okay. So, all right. Oliver is going to take 2, and they're blocking you from getting out. Cobb is going to take 1, but
Okay.
you're able to get out, and Eve just gets out.
Can I do a thing, a narrative thing?
You can, sure. Let's hear it.
Because I got rid of a marker with one of my rolls. So if I take a marker, can I try to do that thing that snakes do, where I like jump and tackle Oliver out the room so that we both end up out of the room?
I don't know that there's a thing that snakes do all the time.
Yes,
but
they
you
can leap. I don't
Yeah,
know
they
if a
jump.
constrictor snake can, but snake
Yeah,
can.
constrictor
That's-
snakes can
Oh,
jump.
can they?
Absolutely terrifying.
impressive.
That is absolutely not going to show up in my nightmares tonight. But thank you.
Oh yeah, they can leap like that. Yeah, for sure.
I had to look this stuff
Snakes
up
are
for
like
this
they're all muscle.
Yeah.
It's just
What no, I know snakes can jump, but I've not seen snakes tackle people. But no, you spend the marker, then you absolutely can do it, and you guys are now in the hall and heading down the hallway.
Okay.
I guess they lunge through the air. They
Yeah.
lunge.
Yep. I'm just gonna like bounce and tackle out Oliver right out.
Yeah, so you're doing like you guys kind of like roll out, hit the wall, spring up, and begin heading down the way, and you hear from behind you, "Get him!"
Glad you could join us.
As
Beelining it.
as you hear the skittering and clawing of tiny feet, as well as the slithering of snakes and the squawks of other birds, as they begin pursuit.
So, what other animals came with us on this particular trip?
What do you think was in the crates?
I'm just asking if there's any, possible carnivores.
There is a small caiman. By small, I mean like 4 feet. Is definitely in one of the cases. There is a porcupine, and
I'll ask the caiman if he's hungry.
It's a caiman. It's got lizards and.
it's they're in the
Small gator?
crocodile family.
Oh.
I could eat.
I'll put the apple in my cage. I'm assuming I hear the scrabbling and the get 'em.
Yeah.
So if I didn't hear that, then obviously I wouldn't ask that. I'll open up the cage and say there's some small furry things heading this way in case you're interested.
Well, I said I could eat. I don't want to fight. I mean, I'll just hang around. Someone will feed me eventually. You're getting carried away. He tries to pull his cage shut.
All right. Well, what if we feed it to you? How about that?
Oh yeah, if you put it in here, I'll totally eat it.
We're bringing the meal to you.
As long as it's not moving, that's good. That's fine by me. My days of fighting for my food are long gone. So each of you just give me another moxie, another moxie roll, another get out of the jam, basically to finish off the chase and see how it ends.
9.
Is that including me, or am I already?
You're out of the scene.
I got 4, but I did get doubles on the boss and the neutral.
Okay.
This time I got triple 4s.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. So,
A lot going on.
there's a lot going on. All right. So you got doubles with a boss, you said, Doug.
Yes, the boss and the neutral.
Okay. So doubles with the neutral. And what was your total score? A foul, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you're not going to gain any XP for your failure on this one.
Okay. All right.
And you are going to take 2 damage as the little critters gain on you and begin clawing at you with their little teeth and nails, and they're kind of holding you up. Oliver, you got a 8.
Yes.
So you're back in it, and you are you're moving back towards where you guys were being stowed. You're going to take 2 for your trouble, but one more round of that, and you should be back to where you guys started. And what did you get, Eve?
9.
9. Same thing. You're gonna take 2, and you are back. You are actually back in the room with your pillowcase.
Okay. Am I allowed to do a thing?
You what do you want to try and do?
I want to pull the fire alarm.
You can do that, but that's more likely to get people out of the building than in the building.
Oh wait, they're already running because they heard gunshots, right?
And no. So right now it's recess. So like most of the classrooms are empty and the kids are outside.
Okay.
Their playful shouts drowned out the gun.
I'm trying to get people into the hallway to catch the pets and the seagull. So that's my goal with this.
If you give me a marker, I'll let you do that for sure.
You know what? I'm willing to do it. Now I'm back at 2 again. That's where I started the session. Let's go for it. Let's go.
Okay, so you pull the lever, pull the fire alarm lever as Oliver is catching up to you and Cobb, and you like pull it and then duck into the room, kind of like slamming the door behind you. And within moments, you start to hear doors opening. And the pursuit ends. You hear some sounds, but you can't make it out over the sound of the fire alarm.
Okay.
And it's not long before one of the zookeepers come rushing in to retrieve you guys to move you outside in case of this is actually a fire.
All right, so I would make sure that Abe is secure inside the thing with me, and I would, if there was time, I'd get these guys' cages closed.
Okay.
I wasn't all that concerned with the Cayman, since he's trying to hold the door closed. We'll let the zookeeper wonder what the hell happened there.
Yeah, so you do that, and the zookeeper does wonder what the hell happened with that. And also, this afternoon's assemblies have been canceled because of the apparently, in the chaos and the fire alarm going off, some of the classroom pets were injured and had been released from their cages or something. They're basically blaming it on hoodlums in the school, those elementary school hoodlums. And you guys end up getting packed up back into the van and taking back to your zoo with Abe in tow.
Well, that better be one important worm for all that trouble.
Is everyone all right?
No.
No? What happened?
See this? I got shot here. I got this claw mark over here.
Yes, I mean, I've got my fair share of wounds to lick as well now.
Yeah, I have 5 harm.
And I didn't get
You're
any
5?
Yeah.
That's just at that borderline.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, Tommy, you are the hero of the day. You are an absolute gem.
Well, I was afraid that you guys were gonna think I took the easy way out. I was trying to get the mission done.
You finished the job. That's
Indeed.
the life, man.
The code.
Yep.
And with that, it doesn't take long before you guys return to the zoo. That you're paid a visit by Carlos the hippo. Happy Carlos.
Can we is Abe like just hiding in the worm the whole time? Like, did we interact with him?
Yeah, you can interact with him.
Oh.
I mean, like, did you want to interact on the ride back, or?
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of curious. Like, we went through a lot of trouble for you, little man. I'd like to know why.
Well, I know things, and it puts me in much demand. Although I'm not really super thrilled about going back to see Carlos again. Or
He's
Carlo
really
again.
thrilled to see you.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that.
Well,
I know
would
things
you rather?
that some would say I shouldn't know.
Would you rather have? Would you have rather us left you there?
Well, and I suspect very soon I'm gonna find out, because there's only one person that would have sent this crew to get me out here, and would have had the means, and he doesn't. And the reason why is he doesn't like the information that I have. I know his whole operation inside and out. And
I mean, with knowledge like that, you could be a trusted advisor and living high on the hog, shall we say?
I don't think that's his plan. I think I'm gonna end up sleeping with the fishes.
You'd make great bait.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, what sort of information do you have?
It would take a while, but I know everything about Mr. Hambino's operation.
Well, do you happen to have other information that would make you more valuable and less liability?
Well, yes and no. I was on my way to try and get to the feds, so I was hoping to start over somewhere else with a new identity.
Well, I don't know how you went and acquired things about Mr. Bino's operation.
Keep an ear to the ground.
Right. Well, what if you were to do the same instead of sleeping with the fishes? But, there's a certain otter and a certain owl, and I'm not talking about us, that caused some, shall we say, operational problems for Mr. Hambino. If you were to
I just had a worm on hand.
As you do.
So if you were to come in with some negotiations planned, how you might be able to make yourself more valuable.
I don't know.
This guy was willing to talk to the feds. Are you wearing a wire right now, Abe?
He looks a little sheepish.
Is he?
You gonna search him?
Yeah.
All right, give me put your peepers to work.
Oh, I'm good at that. I got 8 of them. That's pretty good. Let's see. No doubles. What is peepers? Awareness?
Awareness.
10. 10.
He does. Like he's got a little mic underneath his little tie, and then there's a wire that runs like down his body into the apple, and it's like the wire is the same color as his skin, so it kind of like blends in.
I will point that out to my friends without saying anything. Just kind of indicate it.
So
and I guess, should I remove it? Yeah, I guess so.
So
kind of out of harm's
wires in this are not nearly sophisticated, right? They're not transmitting the information anywhere. It would be recording
in the apple.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What do you got here? Looks like you just recorded your last message, Abe. No.
He gulps as much as an earthworm can gulp.
Who were you recording this for?
Well, I kind of told you. I'm working with the feds, trying to get out of a life, leave it behind me. Go and off with my wife and kids, get new identities, witness protection program. You know, I heard there's a little pet shop down in Milwaukee that they're going to send us to.
Well, now I know you're lying because worms produce asexually. Your wife and children are the same as you.
I'm okay.
A worm can dream, can he?
So, like I said, you can either go in and deal with whatever Mr. Hambino's got to say, or if you've got a plan, make yourself useful. Perhaps there's a positive way out of this.
I don't think so. He talked.
Huh? No worries. We did what we set out to do.
Yeah.
I'll try
I'm this close to greasing you right now. But one way or the other, you'll get to take a dirt nap.
Well, I mean, that is generally how I sleep. But, yeah, I guess there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, I'm caught.
Yep. Like a fly in a web.
You're a moth in a bath.
And then with that, you guys kind of roll up to the zoo. Screeching wheels, and the engine cuts off. And you know the zookeepers will be coming to the back of the van soon to pull everyone back and put them back in their enclosures.
Calvin's such a nice guy.
What do I have? Emily?
Elaine, I think.
Elaine, yeah.
As a kind of a way of apology, I was actually, other than our midday break where we went and committed more crime, I was actually good for Elaine and the kids, as long as they weren't grabbing their greasy paws all over.
Yeah, they were actually very extra careful with you, and they didn't really let you close to the kids, only because they usually don't use otters for this type of show, but like the paperwork said what the paperwork said, so what are they going to do?
What the paper says.
How dare we use logic and be like, let's bring the wild animal with sharp claws. Sure.
I mean, some places you can swim with otters, so.
Yep, that's a dream of mine. It'll happen.
Oh yeah, I love otters. That'd be awesome.
I think if I go out to the West Coast, I can do it for like $400.
I think they have it in Georgia. You don't even have to go as far, but that is a thing. But otters are kind of pricks. So, so with that, you guys get dumped into your enclosures, and then after hours. So Tommy, how are you gonna hide Abe?
So I it's gonna be cramped space, but I'll shove the apple into the pouch.
Yeah. Yep.
And, and then as soon as I'm in the enclosure, I'll have to keep an eye on it. So I'll get it out so he can breathe. But then I'll make it look like I'm tired, and I'll just kind of like curl around it and wait for nightfall. And I'm awake, and I'm just watching for the slightest bit of movement.
Yeah, the humans don't mess with you. They know you're out of your enclosure all day. It was probably really stressful for you. You're not used to that, so they don't really think too much of it. So later that day at the hideout, Carlos, Happy Carlos the hippo himself comes around, not a courier this time.
So we probably would have like we don't want anyone knowing where the grifter hides.
Yeah, it's not. He's going to come around, but not to the hideout per se. To a prearranged meeting location, and he's wearing his suit and vest. Of course, he's got a fedora on as well.
The big man himself?
No, it is not Carlo Hambino. It is Happy Carlos the hippo, which is one of his lieutenants.
Okay, got it. Sorry, I just misheard.
And with that, he kind of introduces himself to all of you, and he seems to know a little bit about each of you.
I will definitely compliment his hat.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's perfectly suited for such as his stature.
Yeah, and we want to thank you for the opportunity to do some work for your boss.
Well, I've taken notice of some of the things that you guys have gotten done around the zoo here, and I noticed that you don't I've noticed that you've run up against Al Capone, which we're not super fans of Al Capone around here. So that makes me happy, and that makes the boss happy. I mean, I guess I'm always happy. I am happy, Carlos, but
I'm more than happy to ruffle our feathers anytime for you.
His fedora is sized for a human, and
That's real small.
And he is a hippo. Yes.
I had to think about that for a second. Like, from our point of view, it'd be really big.
yeah. Like you would fit in his hat. Yeah, but the boss is taking notice. I've taken notice. We're going to be looking to fill out the ranks, especially, since the war has been going on. We're starting to deplete soldiers. Yeah,
we depleted a few of Al Capone's ourselves last night.
I heard about that. Those monkey mooks put them in their place.
That's right.
Do you mean by and I'll point in the direction of the gator cage? Is that their place?
Well, I haven't seen.
Are any of us mammals? Yeah, I guess Ted is.
Yeah, Ted is. I haven't seen Christopher so happy in a long time. This war has been really good for his business.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of waste to clean up in this zoo.
Yeah, I just hope the stupid humans never look at the bottom of his cage, his enclosure, all the rotting bodies down there.
I mean, it would be just the bones from whatever.
Well, he likes to stuff the corpses under the logs down there, so that they can kind of age properly.
Fortunately, none of us leave fingerprints, so nobody would ever trace it back to anywhere, really.
That is a plus. But
monkeys get off their island all the time. Who knows?
Should I be worried about fingerprints? I
don't think any human cops would.
More like paw prints.
Yeah.
But you guys should keep yourselves available. Also, why don't you come on down? Why don't you come on down to Carlo Hambino's place at some point and hang out? And he reaches into his vest and with his stubby fat fingers pulls out those the pennies that you run through the machine that imprints with an animal.
Oh yeah.
And he hands out 4 boars, one to each of you. Just show this at the door, and your drinks will be your drinks and your food will be free.
Okay.
Oh, much obliged,
Thank
Happy.
you.
So, with that, we're gonna end right there. You guys can have plenty of time to rest up and recover your health, all your harm. And with that, I want to thank everyone for hanging out with us tonight as we play some Zoo Mafia RPG. Remember, you can sign up for the newsletter in the link below if you want to be kept up to date with anything new that's going on with Zoo Mafia. We're going to be putting together some free quick start rules for people if they want to check it out and play it at their own table. And, that newsletter is going to be the best place to get that. Thanks, everyone, for playing with me tonight. And until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.